Hey, Bucky.
No.
Did I ever tell you that my sister could have anyone she pleases?
Then why is she an old maid?
Because she never pleased anyone. Alright, everybody. It's Saturday, and we're in Palatka. We're headed to East Palatka. I had a viewer comment about a pizza place in East Palatka, so we're going to go try it. And we're off to a later start than we normally do. But yeah, they're having some kind of event here. Lots of boats out on the river today, including this big, looks like a cruise ship of some kind, which you don't normally see that on the river. And there is the Veterans Memorial Bridge, which goes from Palatka to East Palatka, which we're about to go over and try this pizza. So let's get on it. So I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of boats on the river, and I don't know if they're having some kind of a fishing tournament or what, but something's going on. They got some tents and stuff down here, so I don't know. And this is, of course, Palatka. Headed over the St. Johns River, so yeah, I don't have any idea what's going on today. I'm gonna guess it's a fishing tournament, and I wish I'd have known they were having that, but I didn't. So anyway, East Palatka is a small town compared to Palatka. There's not a lot here. We're gonna go and show you East Palatka, and then we're going to drive over to San Mateo to do the honor system honey stand, which I have shown in my videos before, but it was a year or so ago, and I've had new subscribers since, and I'm sure not everybody goes back and watches all my old videos that just subscribe, so they might enjoy seeing it in today's video. I don't know if you can tell, but there's my little house shack there on the river that I love so much. And it is Bike Week in Daytona, so Daytona is right down the street, so you might see a lot of bikes today. Oh, that's a cool one right there. I like that. Alright, this is East Palatka. There's some sheds over there, which we might come back one day and make a video of them sheds. People like to see sheds. And there is their Ace Hardware. Not a lot here in East Palatka. If you can, get over to your left lane. If you can't, don't worry about it. That pizza place is here in the Hitchcock's Plaza. So what we'll do is we'll show you what's in East Palatka, which isn't much. Well, I guess we'll do this first. We'll go get the pizza first. There is Taco Bell. And love that chicken from Popeyes. Driver formerly known as James does not like Popeyes chicken. And as you can see, for a very small town, there is a lot of traffic, but it's all mostly flowing into Palatka. And also, like I said, it is Bike Week, so could be a lot of traffic going to Daytona as well. traffic is always just spaced out so, with one speeder and one creeper. It keeps you from being able to turn, and it never fails. Alright, we'll shut this off and we'll see you at Antonio's Pizza. Okay, this is their Hitchcock's Plaza. There's Antonio's Pizza. Let's go ahead and drive the plaza. We'll show everything that's in here. Let's just go in and grab this pizza. Then we'll do the plaza. Okay, we're out of Antonio's Pizza, and here's what we get, which visually kind of looks like a hot soupy mess, but looks can be deceiving. So let's put it in the pie hole. Oh boy, I haven't had one of these yet. Driver formerly known as James is going to assist on pulling the cheese off. It's good. I don't think it's going to make my top 5. I'm going to give it an 8.1. If I lived in East Palatka, would I come here and frequent this place? Sure. Would I drive over from Palatka for this? Sure. I mean, Palatka has lots of pizza places, so that's a good recommendation right there. But yeah, I'm going to give it an 8.1. Not bad, but would I drive out here from Interlochen for it again? No. Especially when Brooklyn Boys is closer than this. So, but let's see what the driver formerly known as James thinks. Okay, and the driver formerly known as James is going to rate it on her finger scale with a 9 and 2 thumbs up. And here is your information for Antonio's. If we can get enough sun here. There is your address and your phone number for Antonio's Pizza. And they do deliver to Palatka, East Palatka, San Mateo, Satsuma, and Hastings. Very good. All right, let's get this drive going. We're headed home from that fishing tournament. Okay, and here is their Hitchcock's Market, which in the 80s this was also a Miller's, same as Interlochen. And let's see if we could get the driver formerly known as James to go a little wider, as wide as she can. There is the Palatka Pharmacy, Nails and Spa, liquor store, and much like the Hawthorne Hitchcock's Plaza, they have a Family Dollar in the plaza. And there's our friend Antonio's Pizza, and a vape store, and looks like an internet cafe, which is long gone. So that is the East Palatka Hitchcock's Plaza. And now we're just going to run out and show you the rest of the town. I'm going to shut it off at this light because this light is kind of lengthy, so we don't want to burn 3 or 4 minutes just sitting here. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're just gonna come over to this Taco Bell because it looks like you got a nice view of the river here. This used to be a Burger King, and there was a nice little, you could walk down to the river, but I don't know if that's still there or not. But it looks like there's some speedy boaters out, so we'll get a look at that. You know what, let me hop out of the car for just a minute. Be right back. You know, I wonder if they're having a boat race or something today. Sure, I don't know. But there is a lot of activity on the river. Guy out there on a jet ski. Very cool, just wanted to get a little shot of that. A different aspect of the St. Johns River that you don't see from over there in Palatka. So, all right, let's get this drive going again. Okay, just leaving the Taco Bell there, and we're just going to drive down and show you the remainder of East Palatka, which isn't much. Here is Corky Bells, and they do have a Corky Bells in Fleming Island. That is like the fancy seafood place. If you're having a big event like a graduation or a birthday around here, chances are good Corky Bells is where you're headed. See, I was watching Pawn Stars last night, and you know how that goes. I'm just going to watch this one 5-minute Pawn Stars segment to see what this guy gets for his dinosaur egg. And then the next thing you know, you're watching to see what you're going to get for Liberace's watch and everything else. And then by the time it was like 6 o'clock in the morning, I'd stayed up all night watching Pawn Stars. And speaking of watching things, my friend Ricky Fonseca has started making videos on his YouTube channel. You should go check that out. He's only made a couple, but they're really good. Sky's the limit for this guy if he sticks with it. And he was one of the very first subscribers and commenters on my channel, so do go check him out. I think he'd appreciate it. Alright, now we're just going to ride down and check out the honey stand. We pretty much exhausted East Palatka. And we're going to ride down to San Mateo and check out the honor system honey stand. I think it's neat, and any excuse to film it is cool because it's been there since like the 40s, and you know, could one day be gone. That happens anymore. So we're just going to drive down and check it out. So I will turn off the camera until we get down there just to save time. Okay, and this is the raw honey stand honor system. And this has been here a long time. And as you can see, they have the prices on top of the honey. It's all $15. But this is so cool. And here's where you'd put the money if you were going to buy some honey. Yep, this is just on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, so very cool. Been here a long time, and who knows how much longer it will be here. So, and they have one of those little book library things here. Little free library. Very cool. Yeah, so out here in the middle of nowhere, and I'll just show you. There is nothing this way for about 40-45 minutes till you get to Bunnell. That's what you see there is what you drive through when you go that way, which is a very long and boring road in my opinion. I don't like to go to Daytona that way. So we have one more thing to show on this Saturday drive, and we're going to just ride down and check it out. It's something I talked about in another video, and I didn't realize this was out here, and we just went past it. And so I'm going to show it because that's another thing that who knows how long it'll be there before it's just completely removed. So that's a neat old barber shop right there. Alright, we'll be right back when we get to where we're going. Okay, here's something I was talking about in one of my other Saturday drive videos. And we were just going to pull in and check out this old school Wayside Park, which looks like it has a corporate sponsor of FPL. So this is exactly what I remember in the 70s. And I'm going to ask the driver formerly known as James to stop, and we're going to just get out and take a look at these old tables. If you watched my Saturday drive video a few months ago where I was talking about old 70s memories, this is one thing I was talking about, and these tables are old. These are not anything that was put here recently, so these are probably, you know, from the 50s, 60s, or 70s anyway. And that is just too cool. But this is what we used to have in the old days before rest areas. They were called Wayside Parks. My mama told me that. And you would get out and you'd go and get your, you know, KFC or whatever. And you'd drive down the road a piece till you found a Wayside Park, and you would sit and eat. That's what I did with my grandparents back when we traveled in the 70s. So I don't know how many of these Wayside Parks there are left. I know there's not a lot of them because this is the first one I've seen in a long time. So, and they do have a historical marker sign up here, so we're going to go check that out. Okay, and this is a really old sign. Most of the signs, the historical marker signs you see, were put there in like 2010 or later. This one's been here since 1961. So I would imagine that's when those benches were put there. In the early 60s, late 50s. Yeah, this is very cool. And it's Raleighstown? Raleighstown? I don't know how you pronounce that, but I'm gonna have to do this for anyone who wants to read it. This is definitely a harder sign to get. Okay, pause now. You should be able to read that. All right, everybody, that is exactly what I was talking about. When I took a trip with my grandparents in the late 70s, like 78 or so, to South Carolina, we would stop at these on the way up there and the way back. And those are just, you don't see that anymore, so glad we found that. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for today's Saturday drive. We hope you enjoyed it, and I apologize for being late with it, but it happens. We will see you next Saturday, okay? So peace out, everybody.